team and go build a team and win a championship. Yeah. You were wrong about the Knicks, and I think you're wrong about this. It has no effect on what color a person is based off of whether or not they're going to win a basketball game or not.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Discover the new Kia. Stop by Bill Bird Kia today and test drive the all-new 2026 Kia, where comfort, safety, and technology come together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
You've been low-key thinking about dropping a podcast. Well, now is the time to start, brah. Sports, politics, finance, science, health, real estate, music, interviews, surfing, conspiracy theories, or alien abductions. Ready to main character your own content? We can make it happen with Turnkey Podcast Productions from 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida. Our local, modern, state-of-the-art multimedia recording studio is now available for booking, starting at just $100 an episode. Take your fandom to the next level. For more information, text the keyword studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio 215-6290 or jam over to espnpc.com. Bruh.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
The locals love it.
Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub.
Ha!
Hot tub. I'm full of water. I say hot tub.
Ha!
I
just text you, where are you?
Hot tub.
Ha!
Hot tub. I'm gonna make it wet. Say hot tub.
Hey!
Rubber dub in the hot tub. Rubber dub with me. Should I get in the hot tub?
Yeah!
Really make me sweat?
Yeah!
Should I get in the hot tub?
Yeah!
Get in,
Really make
baby.
me
Jump
wet?
in.
Well.
Welcome back. What a 4th of July. The best, I think 1976 was a great one. But this year's 4th of July, just seeing all the people pumped up, watching the greatest fireworks show I've ever seen in my life. What a 4th of July. James, do you have a great 4th of July?
Did have a great 4th of July.
Weren't you pumped up?
I had a great time. I had to wake up way too early because we did a whole pig at my parents' house on the cooker. So took about 8-9 hours, got about 125-pound pig on it, and had a wonderful pig picking time.
Man, that's awesome. Hope you had some, I won't say, never mind. I'll be nice. I was going to say something. It wasn't about you, about something else. I'm not going to say anything negative about any other group, Muslims. Anyway, so this pig was good?
Yeah, great pig. Loved doing it. It's one of those things everybody loves to come by and see the pig because, how often do you see somebody doing a full-size pig out on a grill? It's great. It's a show. It's
I've
love.
seen Glenn with some pigs, but not doing – you hadn't cooked a whole-size pig, have you, Glenn?
No.
I like that baseball shirt, man. Wow. That's nice.
They high. So
Yeah,
I would have been here earlier,
clock,
but there's like 12 lights between my house and here, and I started hitting every red light. And so I was speeding over the bridge, and the state trooper pulled in behind me. So he pulls me over and goes, why were you going so fast? And you see me behind you? I go, well, yeah. I said a couple of years ago, my wife ran away with the state trooper. I thought you were bringing her back. So he let me go. And so anyway.
So no ticket?
No ticket. No,
Just
no,
a
no.
warning.
So
Good.
I told him something else too, but I can't say it on the air. So
yeah, well, he texted me, said I listen to the show every day. So hey, Patrick, 4th of July, I'm telling you, I thought it was one of the best ones I've had in a long time. The beach was packed out, and on the 4th, I've never seen so many tents in my life. It's incredible. But this spirit. We were down at Disney with the grandkids the week before, the 26th, 27th, something like that. And we were the only ones really had a lot of American shirts on, like the one I have on now and all that kind of stuff. And everybody was commenting on it. Everybody, hey, I love the shirt, love the shirt. I'm going to say, well, why didn't you wear one? But anyway, saw a lot of people wearing their colors and everything like that. Just pumped up about what's going on in the country, pumped up about this great place that we call home, the greatest nation on earth. Did you have a good 4th of July?
Yeah, we had a great 4th of July. Got to see the fireworks, took the boat out, actually had
I saw
Grace
a picture
and
in the
Tristan
boat.
with
Yeah.
us.
Where did you go when you took the boat out? Where did you anchor? Where were you about?
We go to a secret spot that we can't tell anybody.
And you can see it well?
Yeah, we're like the only boat there.
Wow.
So we get out there and we can kind of do our own thing, and we can watch, I think it's 4 fireworks shows at once.
How were I didn't see the one over in town. How was that?
I didn't see it. It was last night.
Oh, that was last night.
They
had a malfunction, and then they postponed it to last night.
Well, they had
to
partially, and then, we were going it was only 10 minutes, and we found out there was a malfunction or kind of a little fire there that wasn't supposed to be there. But I did get to watch something. I was over on Beach Drive a little bit over there. Had a little get together with all the Hobbs and the Stones and the Vandegriffs and all the neighborhood. They blocked off part of the Beach Drive there, and there was a lot of people there. So it was fun. Had fun, and then got to see the Lynn Haven 4th of July parade. They always have a great one there. It was hot, but a lot of people there too.
Yeah, it was great. I think it's great, man. I just felt great. I thought Trump did a great job with the speech. I just thought the fireworks show from Washington was incredible.
All the videos were just incredible.
Oh man, it was unbelievable. Everything. I can't say enough good things about everything went on. Mount Rushmore, watched all the stuff that was going on out there. I'd like to go. Anybody ever been there, Mount Rushmore?
Yes, I have.
It's beautiful. Is it beautiful? Is it worth it seeing going?
It is. They've really. It's been quite a few years, but they've made a lot of improvements. But we got to see it. We saw it in the daytime. We saw it at night. That's really a great show, and it was kind of like the 4th of July that week, and so that a lot of red, white, and blue stuff. And if you never get a chance to, if you don't ever get a chance to do it, especially on a motorcycle, to ride through the highway and look through the tunnel and you can see Mount Rushmore going through the tunnels.
Like when you come out the other side, it's right there in front of you.
Sometimes if you're going up the side of the mountain, you can see it all the way through.
Yeah.
But it's a great scenery thing. So,
wow. Hey, it just made you feel great to be American. Thank God for the military, all these wonderful people that live around here, that all the military stations we have. God bless all you guys. My family is all military. Glenn, you served. Patrick, you never served.
No, sir.
Pat, James, you never served military, did you?
No, I did not.
Yeah. When we were growing up, everybody was in it. Seems like.
Yeah. So that
was a long time. A lot of wars going on back when we came up.
We got invited. How's that?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff I got to cover today before we jump into sports. We're going to get into it too. I was down there when this kind of stuff was going on. There was a 31-year-old female. She's from California. They're out hiking, having a great time. She said, "Hey, I'm gonna go jump in this, swim a little bit." It wasn't really it was not really a pond. It was a kind of a creek off it or whatever. She's swimming. She gets attacked by, I think they said it was a 13-foot gator. Ripped off one of the arm completely. The other one's just hanging there. And on the way, they call 911. They get there, and by the time they get her into the ambulance, on back way to back to the hospital, she bled out. She didn't survive it, and they killed 2 gators, 2 big ones. They found them, killed them, and hadn't heard anything else yet. If they got the right gators or not, it's not 100% sure they got the right ones. We had a lot of big gators in the state of Florida, no doubt. And we were not too far from down there when we lived down there in Polk County. And, of course, the last one, maybe not the last one, but anyway, the lake was killed in Polk County where we knew exactly where that lake was and where that happened. And they'd always have been there, all big ones. But the gator attacked her in about 3 foot of water, okay? Now, let's go back to where I used to live, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, that area. A guy, he's out, goes back in the canal behind his house, done it for years, took his pit bull. His pit bull is big, and you're going to like this. He goes out there, and guess what he used to do? He tracked gators. He killed gators. He's done that. But he's out there fishing. He says, he's looking out, no big deal. All of a sudden, bam, out of the water like lightning. Gator grabs him, bites his leg, takes him into the water. He knew the only chance he had is to attack the eyes because he had hunted them. Everything he had, the fishing rod, everything was going after both eyeballs and trying to fight it. Anyway, that's the reason the gator let go of him. And what he did, he said, I could hardly stand up. I got everything I had to do to get out of the water. His pit bull ran to him. He grabs the hose, big pull, and that dog helped him get away. And usually the dogs get attacked, and they go to the dogs first, not the humans.
Right.
But he went after the human first. They take him to the hospital, no real well. Cape Coral Hospital took him there. He survived. He will survive. And during the interview, they were asking him, said, you going to go back near that water anymore? He goes, yeah, I'm not going to let a gator run me out of there. I'm going back. But he was attacked. We've had so many attacks by gators recently. It's been crazy. There were 3. The other one I didn't really pay much attention to. Those are 2 that I did pay attention to. We got them in the lakes here in Bay Point. We've seen them there. Now, there's one other attack I want to talk about. This is not by a gator. This was by lightning. We were at Disney, and I'd forgotten. I've been 27 years from not living down that way in southwest Florida. But the electrical storms, I was reminded of it. We were down there, and we came up with Storm Glenn. I'm telling you, I've never seen lightning like that until I lived down there. It was incredible. The only place worse was in Lee County. So what happens? These people come down to Lee County, which is Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, Captiva, down that way. They're out there, and it's lightning, and they're like looking up, wow, it's lightning pretty bad. Do they leave the beach? No, they stay on the beach. Now, you cannot stay in that part of the world during electrical storms. We've had people get killed that stay on the golf course too long. Sure enough, one guy gets popped. A bunch of them got hit, but it killed that one guy that it hit. And I don't know, I guess the other ones have survived and what I haven't looked at before, but that happened on Fort Myers Beach. And I couldn't believe they don't have enough sense to get out of the lightning. And we were at Disney. We're sitting there watching. Everybody runs to the restaurant, and we're like, these people cannot be from the state of Florida. They're out there walking and running in it. And it's coming. As soon as you see a flash, you hear the pop. It's hitting all around. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe anybody didn't get hit.
And it was terrible. I tell you what, it's
didn't y'all have one at Fort Myers? I mean, at your high school, Bay High School.
Yeah, and there was lightning rods on every building, and there was a big tree in the middle. There was a big tree in the middle of the campus then, and it got her. And I mean,
between classes, right?
Yeah. It was right during the lunch when everybody's kind of switching classes, and she just happened to be the one walking across the middle of the courtyard. And
was she by herself?
Yeah, everybody else was kind of under. They were walking, and she just cut across. And I mean, it wasn't like it was really flashing a lot, but it was raining.
Yeah.
And so we had a couple of the students that were lifeguards and ran out there to try to do CPR, but it was too late.
Wow.
So
anyway, so be careful of lightning. We got plenty of it last night. Did it wake you up?
It's around. Yeah, it woke me up at 1 o'clock this morning. It was like somebody was over there playing with a light switch.
Yeah.
At the house, it was bad.
I was so tired. I just heard it. It seemed like it went on all night long. Was it bad out there where you live, James?
No, I didn't get anything until this morning when I got up. There was a little bit of flashies everywhere, but no bad storms for us out in the middle of nowhere last night.
Around my house that way too. I was like, kept waking up.
Yeah, it was mostly.
The fisherman will know what I'm fixing to say. When you're out there fishing and you cast your rod and the line all of a sudden floats above your head.
Yeah, you better watch out.
Get down.
Yeah.
It's time to leave.
And you're out there bad. Hey, I get you for timeout. Like, we got to talk about it. You went up to God's country. You're at Bryant-Denny. You're at Tuscaloosa, Alabama. You go in the Malmore Center, go into a practice facility, and we have a special All-American father in this room. Talk about what happened up there. And Brian,
well,
I know you probably bowed down, kissed the ground when you walked in that facility.
Well, we did something like that. we were up there they had a cheerleading camp. Mosley went to. It was a master camp. Quite a few of the girls tried out for an honor called All-American. I want to say it was 7 of the 12 seniors made All-American. Grace was one of them. That's a pretty cool thing. They actually, with that organization, they do a special parade at a couple different places throughout the country. Disney's one of them. Hawaii is another. I think they do one in California that they're invited to go to any of them or all of them and get honored that way. But not every girl that tries out gets it. There was that Saturday when they did it, I would guess there was probably 200, 250 girls. It took over an hour. Yeah. And they were doing 5 girls at a time at 2 minutes.
Wow.
Per tryout.
I've been there.
Just boom, 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 boom.
I've been to that one. And Jamie, when she was at Arnold, they went up there and did that competition. That's a good one. That's very competitive.
Yeah. Now, props out to Mosley. They've got the Spirit Award for the whole camp and the overall best performance. But they're a senior leading team. So.
All right, we got to take a break. Patrick, let's talk about my yard. By the way, looks absolutely gorgeous. All the rain really helps also. But you not only do yards, you do all kind of things. You got spiders in the house. You got manlies in the house. You can get rid of all that stuff. What's the best way to get up with you? And tell me what you do.
Well, the best
and name the company.
Best way to get up with us is our phone number at 850-890-5820. We're also on Facebook at Turf Pro PC. We do household pest control for all your bugs, roaches, ants, anything like that. We do fire ant control out in the yard, mosquito control, turf, fertilization, weed control, insect control, mole cricket control. Sod webworms are fixing to come. All the moths are going to be hitting here towards the end of this month.
Mole crickets
are not a big thing for us. We take care of them pretty quick. We do rodent control around with mice and rats and stuff like that. We do not do cat control.
He said one thing in there I kind of double looked, and I'll tell you off the air. Anyway, we'll be right back with the legendary 104.3 ESPN Northwest. Glenn Manley in here, Patrick, Big James. We got some big stuff happening 2 weeks from today. We're getting closer and closer to college football, thank God. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Are you sick of the old sports talk? The vanilla opinions? The polite debates? The hosts who are afraid to say what they really think? So are we. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is bringing the house. It's the new Sports Blitz. Weekdays 11 to 1. We're not pulling punches. We're digging graves. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. For this afternoon and evening, a chance of thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 89 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour out of the west-southwest. Tonight, very light showers and mostly clear skies with lows around 82. Tomorrow, a variety of mostly sunshine and a likelihood of thunderstorms and a temperature near 89. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Discover the new Kia. Stop by Bill Bird Kia today and test drive the all-new 2026 Kia, where comfort, safety, and technology come together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
Motor City New and Used Tire Center. Burn rubber, not your wallet. Cruise into Panama City's newest tire paradise. Motor City New and Used Tire Center is now open. For all sizes and the best prices in town, it's the new Motor City New and Used Tire Center. 2015 West 15th Street, Panama City, between Frankfort and Lincoln, where the rubber meets the road and the prices hit the floor. It's Motor City New and Used Tire Center. Call 850-215-3040. 850-215-3040.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michaels studio.
They got something that money couldn't buy.
I was noticing when you come down the stairs that you've got pretty legs.
All right, I'll tell you a story without a happy ending.
Y'all following this?
ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We were at the legendary J. Michaels restaurant on the night before July. Actually, July 4th, we were there for lunch. But they had great St. Andrews, is that right? The fireworks over there by Captain Anderson was incredible. Had a great time there. Saw Stan White, hadn't seen Stan forever. Saw a lot of people, a lot of Bama fans. Got to talk to them. I just forgot who it was, but he had watched Jared play. We were talking about Jared when he played ball at Arnold. We saw a lot of people. We had a absolutely blast. Fireworks. We had so many people on Panama City Beach. It was incredible. Again, Glenn, the amount of tents up on the beach, it was unbelievable. We went to the water park. There's hardly anybody there. Everybody's at the beach. So we kind of enjoyed that. But you told me you saw someone get hurt when they're going off the fireworks. Tell about that.
Oh, yeah. It was, well, you always see them or hear about them. We were shooting some of our own fireworks, and I just happened to look over, and they were shooting mortars, except it didn't go up in the air. You heard it lit in the boom where it's supposed to go up.
Right.
You hear this boom and then a really loud boom, and there was a big white flash. Wow. I don't know what type it was, and it wasn't 3 foot off the ground.
Man, he's lucky he didn't.
Oh, everybody that was there, super lucky because when they explode, I mean, stuff goes out everywhere. Yeah. If you've ever been out near the water or in a place where you can hear it, just the rain of the firework is kind of interesting. I always watch to make sure nothing catches fire. And there was a fire at the beach this year.
Yeah,
with the sea oats.
The sprinklers you think are safe. I had just watched a newscast, and they talked about how hot the end of those things get.
Yeah.
And they said can't let little kids do it. Well, sure enough, Julie had some, Mariah had some. They lit them, and the girls would hold them. But I was making dang sure they didn't get close to their hands. I'd grab them, take them away, and especially my grandson.
Now, here was one of the coolest things for the 4th of July. So Tristan has a friend that's with him, and he is a Canadian. He's been going to school with him since he's probably in 4th grade. His dad's in, I think it's the Canadian Coast Guard or something. They've been stationed here.
Yeah.
He's never shot a firework till Saturday. They never really went to a fireworks show. They're Canadian. They didn't really.
Did he know what he was doing?
Oh, yeah. He came with us, went on the boat, everything. And we're sitting there, and he never shot a firework. So I was like, here, we got these bottle rockets. So you stick it in the ground. I hand him the little lighter, and he lights it, and it goes off. Nothing crazy happening. And that kid was so excited. Now, we're talking a 14, 15-year-old. Not a little bitty 6 or 7-year-old.
Yeah.
But he was so excited going, this is the coolest thing ever. And he's sitting there just getting all in with us. And at the end, he's sitting there and goes, man, America's great. I've never heard him talk like this. But him sitting there and he's videotaping the fireworks show over Lynn Haven and everything else. But it was cool to be able to share that experience with somebody that's they're leaving here in about 2 weeks to go back to Canada. Oh, his dad's getting transferred back. So for him to watch that, he may never get to see something like that again, or that type of experience. So it was pretty cool.
What about all these people here watching all the soccer World Cup? It's amazing. You go online and watch everything that's going on. One of them, it was incredible. I don't know what the exact number. I mean, it was packed out. You couldn't move. And every single one of them were singing Elvis's Can't Help Falling in Love. And another one had another Elvis song playing. I can't remember what it was. The whole place singing. I didn't realize Elvis was popular, man. But that's not the only song. Sweet Home, not Sweet Home Alabama, but Country Road, Take Me Home. People are going crazy, and everybody's going, this country is unbelievably great. He says, but back home we hear some negative press about America. We love the food. We love the people. It's incredible. Of course, there are pretty good parts of America, and they enjoy it. But we do have a great country.
The thing is, when they go to the stores to buy things, and they go to the supermarkets and stuff, they're like, oh my gosh, they can't believe all this. Yeah.
So be grateful where we live, man. I know we got some nuts that live here, but maybe they'll be out here.
No, I will say I had to go to Nashville, Georgia, Friday, and I'm up there and getting something from a guy for the boat. He actually listens to the show. So, hey, Josh.
All right.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
What town is he in?
Nashville, Georgia.
Nashville, Georgia.
He said he was down here on vacation one time and listened to the show during the summer, and he'll be down here in about 2 weeks.
Tell him to come on and see us.
Well, I'll
we used to have a guy from Alabama listen to us all the time in
Yeah.
Huntsville, remember?
Yeah.
He'd call in just so often. I tried to get him to give me a free lab. He wouldn't do it.
I know Mike up there in Tennessee. And
Well, sometimes he's in we never know where he is.
We got people in Kentucky that listen to us. My brother's got a bunch. When he came on the show, a bunch of people.
I just thought it was kind of cool because you're sitting there and, I'm getting something for the boat, and he asked him from Panama City. He goes, you ever listen to that radio station? I'm like, yeah.
All the time.
You want your yard look beautiful like a golf course?
Well, I said, do you listen to it on Mondays?
There you go. All right, let's get into what's happening. Glenn, tell me what's happening. 2 weeks from today. Today's the 6th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
2 weeks from today, kind of officially starts college football. What's happening? It's going to be in Tampa.
The press conference.
Yes, SEC Media Days. I cannot wait. Once that gets cranked up,
that's an odd one.
Yeah, first time ever. First time in history they're having it in Tampa.
Are they fixing to start rotating that around?
Yeah, I hate it. Mark McLeod loves it. He's probably going to be there.
Yeah, closer for Mark. Yeah.
Well, they're going to love it till they go to Missouri.
No, I don't think they're going. I don't think they're going to hit every state. They're just going to go different locations. Well, it used to be at Hoover. It's still the best one.
Hoover, but the Dallas one was.
Yeah.
I think the Nashville one was okay, but
the first time they did it in Atlanta at the, I talked to a lot of people who went to it, and they were like, God, because they didn't really know what they were doing. It was at the College Hall of Fame,
right?
And it just had people sitting right beside Radio Row, and they were 2 inches from each other, so they can overhear each. You know what I'm saying? It was
with that news, let me ask this question. So then, how long is it before the SEC moves headquarters out of Birmingham?
Never.
They don't hold anything in Birmingham.
I don't think they'll ever move it out of there. They got a contract with them. They gave them the building they're in. It was given to them by the city. I don't think they'll ever.
So now it's going to be a bidding war.
Yeah, I don't see them ever leaving Birmingham. Not the office. Certainly hope they don't. All right, Monday, 2 weeks from today, July 20th, the start of college football, as far as we are concerned, in the SEC. SEC Media Days, first time ever in Tampa, Florida. Your lineup on Monday will be, the first one will be Tennessee, Coach Heupel. Oklahoma will be next, Kentucky, and Missouri. Drinkowitz is the last one that day. Who is the Kentucky coach? Do anybody know much about him? I know he's done a great job in recruiting. Stein, I think his name. He's done a great job in recruiting. I see that they've done really well compared to what Kentucky usually does. So I'm sure you, as a Kentucky Wildcat, James, has to be a little bit happy with what's going on with the Wildcats.
I mean, it was Stoops had run his course. He was done. He needed to go. Just to change.
He was gone to Texas A&M, and then all of a sudden they found out the money people said we don't want him.
Yeah, and so I think they're moving in the right direction. They're trying to bring more attention to the football program because, I mean, let's face it, it's a basketball school.
All right,
the fans there are.
All right, let me ask
people.
you this: you got 4 speaking. I'll give you 2. What 2 are you really looking forward to hearing the most? Kentucky's coach, Missouri's coach. I like Drinkowitz. He does a good job. Oklahoma or Tennessee. I'll be honest with you. Up front, I'm curious to hear what Tennessee has to say in Oklahoma.
I'm interested in Heupel and see what he's going to say, especially for the quarterback situation, because he's kind of a quarterback. Well, I don't want to say guru, but he's
Tennessee. I just don't know. They could be really good. I just don't know how they're going to be.
It's one of those. It's going to be based on the quarterback, I think, because it's one of those that it's a new quarterback. Well, everybody gets a new quarterback every year now. I mean, let's face it. That's how we have college football now. But we're going to see exactly what he can do with it. It's one of those. I don't think his seat's hot, but I think his seat's a little bit warm to do a little bit better.
Yeah, and remember 2 years ago they were embarrassed up in Columbus. And
showing up to the playoffs. Yeah. And well, I don't know if I would even call that showing up to the playoffs on that one. That was bad.
That team that beat them was pretty good though. And I want to know about Oklahoma. I think they're going to be pretty good. I like the coach there, especially because he's defensive minded. Patrick, out of those 4 schools, which one are you most concerned? Which one are you most interested in? Kentucky, Missouri, Tennessee, or Oklahoma?
Not really any of them.
Turn his mic off.
Well, I mean, Missouri's they've got a.
They're good.
They're good.
They're always
going to be
consistent.
kind of the way they were. Oklahoma's going to be good. They got a really good coach. Tennessee, I think, is going to be just fine. I'm more interested about Florida, Auburn, LSU.
Well, hold off. We're going down the list. We're going day. All we're talking right now is day one. Glenn.
So Tennessee then.
Out of those 4, real quick, which two do you care the most about finding out about?
Well, really and truly, I'm not sure I care about anything in the SEC, but I really want to find out what Drinkwitz has done, because he's come in there. They've gotten a new quarterback and some other things, and they're really high on the offensive line. So I think I kind of know what Tennessee and Oklahoma, because of the past, what they've done. I think I want to see what Missouri has to offer.
Okay, that's fair. That's
if their quarterback don't get hurt, they're
right.
Let's talk about some of our great people, man. Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Pat Prone, City Commissioner over there, is incredible. But his restaurant's unbelievable, second to none. The food's outstanding, but the customer service, that's what gets you. Great TVs everywhere. Great place to go watch all sporting events. Go have a great time. Tell Pat we said hello. You're already down that way. Let's go see David Adams. Let's go get some jewelry. Let's go see Russ, Amber, and Patrick.
Yeah, I went over there Thursday and talked to them. I had a ring that needs to have some jewels put back in it, and so they had all their stuff out. They were sizing it, so I should be able to pick it up today. So they do a great job.
Aren't they unbelievable?
They
people?
are unbelievable. Yeah,
they are hard workers. I'm telling you, man.
My wife took a necklace over there to get fixed.
Yeah, they'll take care of it.
They're the best, and they got the wish list. Go in there and tell them what you want. You've got a beautiful girlfriend. Tell her to go in there, wife or both. Go in there and tell them, write down what they want. You go in there later, and you'll see, hey, this is what they want. Russ, Amber, and Patrick, they'll walk you through it, give you some options, and they'll give you. They don't try to take every penny out of your pocket.
Amber is a Bay High graduate, by the way.
Well, Patrick went to Arnold, so that's a push there.
Yeah.
Anyway, another great place. Dr. Ward, love him. I tell you what, he was up there with DC. He was up there with Jimmy Petronas. They were having a blast. Matter of fact, Neil Dunn, Alex Shore, his kids are huge. They were up there having a great time at DC for the fireworks show and everything else. But if your skin doesn't look right, feel right, go see Dr. Ward. I've got to get up with him. They're going to have to cut some stuff out. He is the best at what he does. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. If I missed one, okay. We'll be right back.
Make it.
Set your alarm clock to wake up with the Coach Hale Show on ESPN Northwest Florida.
We can go to a youth sporting event, drink, and you know how they can get when they don't get their way? Man, that could create a problem.
In-depth local and college sports from expert insiders and a dash of controversy.
The day and age we live in with parents going crazy, getting in fights. I don't see alcohol making that any better.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9.
5 minutes can save your life.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Motor City New and Used Tire Center. Burn rubber, not your wallet. Cruise into Panama City's newest tire paradise. Motor City New and Used Tire Center is now open. For all sizes and the best prices in town, it's the new Motor City New and Used Tire Center. 2015 West 15th Street, Panama City, between Frankfort and Lincoln, where the rubber meets the road and the prices hit the floor. It's Motor City New and Used Tire Center. Call 850-215-3040. 850-215-3040.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
If aliens showed up tomorrow and said, "Take us to your leader," you'd bring them to the Coach James Hale Show.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Bum, 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 bum. Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! FSU Update is brought to you by Newbies. Get out to one of the 4 Newbies. Have a wonderful time. St. Andrews, the big, beautiful blue facility. Great time will be had by all. I guarantee you. Newbies doing the curve. You want to go to all sporting events, have a great time, shoot pool. They remodeled the inside. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then head on down to the mothership. Charlotte's had the best entertainment lined up for you all summer. 4th of July was incredible. Get out to Newbies. Have a great time. Tell them Coach sent you. Love John. Love Charlotte. Man, she posted a picture. She is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
wonderful
her
people.
birthday picture thing. Yeah,
they've been in business over 50. Unbelievable. Get out to Newbies. Have a great time. John is an incredible football player. He looks like he still could go. Glenn, what do you have for us today on FSU?
Well, today, everything's over with right now. So, but they put out the toughest schedule in the ACC, and it ends up being, guess what? Florida State. So this is by on 3, and so FSU, their home games are of course North New Mexico State, the SMU, that'll be one right off the top, and then they also have Central Arkansas, then they have University of Virginia, Clemson, North Carolina State, and then at away games they are at Bama, Louisville, Miami.
That's 3 tough ones right there.
Right there, Boston College, Pitt, and the big one at the end, Florida. And number 2 comes in at Clemson. Now, Clemson, they have 7 home games, I believe. They have, of course, Georgia Southern. Now, see, when you play Georgia Southern, that's like playing Appalachian State. You're not sure what's going to happen with that. Right. Then they got University of North Carolina, which I don't think that'll be much of a struggle. Then they have Miami. They have South Carolina, Charleston Southern, and Virginia Tech, and then they also have Georgia Tech. So those are the ones at home. But they're on the road to LSU, FSU, Duke, Syracuse, Cal. So we don't know what Syracuse is going to do with the Coach Brown, but he has a great coach. They lose their quarterback again, they're going to have to rely on a freshman quarterback for Syracuse. So
and Duke's a lot better than what they've been.
Duke's a lot better. And then I didn't do the other schedules, but Georgia Tech has the 3rd hardest schedule in the ACC, then North Carolina, and then Boston College. So those are the ones who usually have the big ones. And then they also a guy named Michael Wilson who writes for Chop Chat. He said he's listed the teams in tiers 1 through 5 as the top tier being number 1 being the best ones. He's going the top tier would be Miami, SMU, and Louisville, and he kind of sprinkle in Notre Dame because they really don't play everybody. They play a couple every year, but everybody else on every other team and for Notre Dame plays an ACC schedule.
So why would they put them in there?
I don't know. I think they should have made them stay because when the pandemic came, we actually let them in and play more games than they usually do, so they should have declared it.
And they really helped you guys out a lot. They stayed independent.
Yeah, they did, yeah. So they got all the money. And the second tier would be Clemson, Virginia Tech, and Pitt. Now, Pitt's supposed to be really good again this year. We'll see. Had a great defense last year. So
Virginia Tech's going to be a really improved football team.
And then the third tier is FSU, North Carolina State, Wake Forest, Duke, and University of Virginia. The fourth tier is California, Georgia Tech, and Syracuse. And then at the bottom is two of Boston College and North Carolina. And the Boston College coach, and, of course, we think Belichick, too, is on the hot seat. So we're not really sure about that, but that's the way they've ranked them as far as Chop Chat's concerned. And then, of course, the On3 has listed what they think is the hardest schedules. Also now there's 6 times that they think Norvell, this has come from Corey Long, who he also writes for Chop Chat, that Norvell, over the course of the years he's been there, has made a right pick for high school people. And we'll go all the way back to 2020. Ja'Kai Douglas was an athlete, 3-star. He, had a redshirt year, so he finished up in 2025, and he's on a travel team right now for one of the NFL teams. And then in 2021, Joshua Farmer, defensive lineman, 3-star. He's the 4th-round pick for the Patriots in 2025. He came out from high school. I think he was over from Quincy.
Quincy, yeah.
Yeah, Quincy and Havana, that area too, right there. And then in 22 was Azari Thomas, cornerback, 4-star. He was the 3rd-round pick for the Jets in 2025. And then Jabril, 2023, Jabril Rawls, a cornerback, 3-star, redshirt freshman. He made over 40 tackles, and he had 2 pass breakups and 1 INT. We thought he was going to leave, but he decided to come back, and he didn't get in the transfer portal. And then 2024, Micah Danzy, wide receiver, sprinter speed. He's a 4-star wide receiver and also running back, and he's averaged over 20 yards a catch. He has really needs to come on a little stronger. He ran some pretty quick reverses last year and caught some deep passes, but they're counting on him to pick up on that. And then in 2025, Mandrell DeServe, the defensive lineman, 3-star. He was a freshman All-American, and so hopefully he will improve. But some of the things he goes along, like if you go with Farmer and some of those other guys, when they have like when they had Verse and the other guy, we had Johnson really look good. So now he's going to have to come out and prove himself too. So hopefully that happens to go along with that, and you might know some other stuff, but. They really said that if you go into when Torres left and went to Texas, she moved closer to her home, and also because she had a chance of winning a national championship. But even all the accolades she had, some of the sports writers are saying that, she was like 2 for 18 in the big time games, and she didn't come through with some things like when they got beat by Central Florida in their regional this past year. She hadn't made an error all year. She made an error, and then also she struck out twice and when they had people in running positions. But you know what? When you bat 505 or 535,
you're going to do that a few times.
You got to have other people around you too. It can't be a one person. Now, the only time it's a one person, I think, is when you have a pitcher that throws lights out, like Canada did and things like that. But she still came in second 2 years in a row. So I think going to Texas and then Beecham, she's going to go to Texas Tech. So they're going to the 2 big money people. So,
as far as football players over there offensively for Florida State, keep an eye out for Sam Singleton Jr. He is super fast. He's physical. If he gets the carries, he's a 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah. What about the other guy, Omar?
Crone.
Yeah.
He's real good. He doesn't have the speed.
No,
but he's got the physicality and the bigness.
Let's take this phone call real quick. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Glad to have you back.
Glad to have you back. How you do? Did you have a good 4th of July?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
Well, good.
Listen, we were talking about Florida State. You guys are talking about what you're interested in hearing from the SEC conference.
Yeah.
I tell you, Florida State fans are interested in hearing Greg Sankey. Seeing what if he says anything about expansion or about the Congress trying to come up with the new rules and how that affects them, because that's the biggest thing on their mind right now. They've been in a holding pattern for a few years here.
Yeah.
Because I think the reality, I saw where Gene Williams, he runs the War Chant over there, good guy, journalist. They were talking about, basically, they were arguing about the coaching and the money, and is it a poor school? Can they afford to compete in NIL? And you keep hearing this over again. Well, we can afford to do better than we're doing. But then he made a comment in there. He says, there's no reason Florida shouldn't be able to finish in the top three of the ACC. Well, top three of the ACC is not what most Florida State fans are used to or won't. That's not their goal. Their goal is to compete at the top level. And I just don't think you can do that in the ACC anymore unless you got a billionaire backer like maybe Miami has.
Yeah.
I just don't think – I think college football's reached a point here. If you're not in the Power 2, you better have a billionaire behind you, and not many schools have that.
Yeah, you're exactly
that's
right.
Where they're at now.
Yeah, you're right. And another thing, the SEC, Big Ten, you're right about that too. They are worried. They really don't want the government getting involved whatsoever, Congress, because they own the TV rights. They get all the money off TV, and they're worried that some of that power, some of that will be taken away, and they'll have to share that. And I don't know how that would work though, even though they got the contracts. I don't know how all that could play out, but it could, and they are concerned about that.
Understandable too, and look, from Florida State guy, I wish it sounds great. Okay, everybody get all your TV money together, and then share it among all the schools equally. Well, okay, but here's the thing. Here's the problem with that, and it's always been my problem with Florida State and the ACC. If you're investing $200 million a year in your athletic program, why are you sharing evenly with some school that's investing $30 million?
Exactly.
And that's where the SEC is coming down. I don't blame them. I understand that. It's just that. Hey, well, I don't even have a problem. They set a limit at this is how much you can. This is how much you can give every year from the school to the players. Okay, that's fair enough, but they got to do something about NIL. I mean, you guys probably are I would say as knowledgeable as any college football about recruiting as anybody in Panama City. Can you name 5 5-stars right now?
No.
Because so how are we saying that it's name, image, and likeness?
Exactly.
When you're giving some kid out of high school $500,000 for advertising.
I can tell you this: there's 3 at Enterprise right now.
There were some high school kids here that made on the game, whatever that they were on. They got their name put. But I don't know how that's going to lead. But here's the thing about that: if you start NIL in high school, you're really going to have problems. You already have problems enough where you can go school of choice.
But you made the right point. We've said it 1,000 times. If they did it the right way, they truly do NIL the right way, they wouldn't be the coaches involved at all. It'd be like Coke, Ford, whatever. They'd go pick the top players on those teams, top players in the country. They would get the money, and the rest of the people wouldn't. It's like the NFL. You look at those TV contracts or NIL contracts in NFL. There's not the entire team getting it. It's just a few.
Yeah.
The elite.
Yeah, there's a lot of difference. There's a lot of difference between Ed O'Banion getting paid because somebody put his name or image on a video game. I got no problem with that.
Right.
If you're going to sell a jersey at Alabama, with a kid's name on the back of it, he gets a percentage of it. There's no problem with that. But my problem is just saying, well, we want this recruit, and we're going to pay him $1 million and say it's because he's selling Fords, and nobody knows who the guy. There's no way in the world he's worth $1 million.
Right. Exactly. Right. Pay to play, baby. Hey, I hate it. We got to take a break. You want to hang on? You want to hang on, or you got to go?
I got to go to the gym, guys, but I appreciate you.
Thank you for calling. Appreciate you listening.
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. I got time. We got to go.
Yeah, get a few in.
Let's talk about them, baby. I thank God, Stevenson Air Conditioning. I'm so grateful we have them. You talking about the most honest, hardworking people out there. Jason graduated from Mosley High School. If you're having a problem keeping the house cold or cool and your power bill's going through the roof, call Stevenson Air Conditioning. All it's going to do is save you money. Let them come out and service it. It's going to run better. It's going to save you money in your power bill. If you got an old one, bite the bullet, get rid of it. The amount of money you save every month will actually pay for it over a period of time. Go local. Go Stevenson Air Conditioning. Love that guy. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that happen for you. 2 great locations, Pier Park, 23rd Street. The guy's incredible. Listen to Jason every Tuesday and Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Lock it in and rip the knob off. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has turned up the power.
I'm getting an off-change, Spot Captain.
From Port St. Joe to Panama City to Fort Walton Beach, the biggest sports signal in the Panhandle.
If I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. For this afternoon and evening, a chance of thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 89 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour out of the west-southwest. Tonight, very light showers and mostly clear skies with lows around 82. Tomorrow, a variety of mostly sunshine, and a likelihood of thunderstorms and a temperature near 89. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Hi, folks. Larry Lee at Coin and Bullion Reserves. These idiots in Washington have lost their minds. They've given away all of their money, and now they're trying to give away all of yours and mine. If you're feeling the pinch and you need a few extra bucks for gasoline or rent money or tuition, bring your old gold jewelry to Coin and Bullion Reserves today at the corner of East Avenue and 15th Street in Panama City. No one in the country will pay you more for your gold than Coin and Bullion Reserves, and you can take that to the bank.
Coin and Bullion Reserves.
Get ready to connect. ESPN Northwest Florida is proud to welcome and feature the newest additions to our Panama City Beach Chamber family.
Welcome to the Beach Chamber. 19 Boutique, Cafe de Pearl, Kitchen Design Group, Santa Rosa Beach, and KJ Jewelers.
Step in, grow, and connect with the community that celebrates your achievements.
Congratulations from ESPN Northwest Florida.
And the Panama City Beach Chamber of Commerce, reaching Bay County and beyond.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Bonafide and qualified.
Live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
Certified.
On the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. NIL, the downfall of college athletics.
You know, Mark was talking about that too, but you know what? They built the indoor facility, and they remodeled the stadium, and now they built the standalone facility. So I don't know how they can keep pulling all this money to pay. Yeah. And it's not just
and the stadium.
And
the stadium.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, remodel or whatever you want to do. Yeah. So
you know what the stadium debt is per year?
No.
It was released. It's $40.3 million
per year.
Yes.
Wow.
But what's happening in college football, or I won't say college football, on college campuses throughout the country, is they're all trying to find new ways to create revenue,
right,
for the athletic programs and the facilities. Well, Florida State is a prime example. They've had a rodeo,
concerts,
a bananas baseball, concerts. Auburn and Alabama have been doing it for years, where they hold concerts inside the stadium,
right?
And they get a portion of the revenue based off of that. But now Florida State is starting to do it. Clemson's starting to do it. All these other schools now are starting to hold stuff like that in their facility, where before it was 6 or 7 games and that was it.
Well, in Alabama, they used to do it Garrett Coliseum.
Yeah.
I can't talk. Not in Bryant-Denny.
Well, I think
now they're doing it at Bryant-Denny.
Yeah, I want to say I think it was Kenny Chesney.
Yeah,
several years ago played in Bryant-Denny.
Yeah,
there's been a couple big artists. You got 100,000 people,
and they packed it out and they make the money. But NIL, if they did it the right way, take the coaches out of it, and just truly did it the right way, it wouldn't be a problem. But we all know what happened. I want to go back to SEC. This is what's going to happen. We talked about Monday, July 1st. 2 weeks from today, it really gets kicked off. We talked about that. You got Tennessee, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Missouri. Then that Tuesday, the 21st, I think is the biggest day. You're going to have the new football coach from no, you're not either. That's Wednesday. Tuesday's big, but I think Wednesday's the biggest. Anyway, on Tuesday, you're going to have the new football coach from Auburn there. Golish is going to be there. Kirby Smart in Georgia will be there. South Carolina Beamer will be there, and Coach Lee at Vandy. And I'm not being critical or ugly or anything like that. I just don't get too thrilled up about talking about Vandy football. I just can't. I don't. I know we got a lot of Vandy fans down here, and I know one is a great guy, but I just don't. I'm Auburn, Georgia. That turns me on more than any that day. Wednesday's the big day to me. Wednesday, the 22nd, you're going to have Alabama, DeVore, and then Summerall from Florida. I want to hear what he has to say.
Right.
I like him. Yeah. He did a great – wherever he's been, he's done a great job. Looking forward to that. I like Elko, the Texas A&M coach. I think he does a great job. And then you got Ole Miss Golding. I want to hear him talk. I want to hear – when are they going to ask him a question? When is he going to be asking SEC Media Day, even though it's dealing with Clemson? You going to call any of the schools in the SEC when they're in class and ask them if they want them to double their money to come to play linebacker at Ole Miss? Looking forward to that. And I like Golding. I like Golding. He was at Bama. But to me, that's the big day to me. DeBoer, Summerall, Elko, and Golding. Alabama, Florida, Texas A&M, Ole Miss. I think that's going to be a great day. And then to close it out, on the 23rd, which is a Thursday, you got Mississippi State Levy. Lane Kiffin will be there. That'll be interesting. Kentucky Stark will be there. And Silverville, I believe, is the new coach at Arkansas. So Friday will be pretty good with Lane there and Stark. Texas is favorite to maybe win it all by some of these polls. But I think the big day is Wednesday. What do you guys think?
So on the final day, what the SEC officer said, all the media can sleep in, and then y'all can leave early.
There you go.
If that's the order.
That's the order.
Because they can sleep in for Mississippi State, and they can leave early right after whoever's before Arkansas.
You're being mean. You're being honest.
That number is 850.
Oh, I got to say this too. We were down in Orlando, and it was on national news, and they were talking about SEC Media Days. Maybe it was a Tampa station. I'm not sure. But anyway, and I saw Jamie. They showed the former SEC Media Days, and she was right behind there. You can see, there's Jamie. I saw her. Anyway, I thought it was kind of cool. But anyway, SEC Media Days.
I got to watch her on the news when I was at the Capstone.
Up at Birmingham? Good. 2 weeks away. Glenn, I want to go back to our caller, Mark. He was talking about this is the latest. This is the ACC football power rankings. Florida State's at number 6. Some thought they'd be higher. Some thought they'd be lower. The number one, he was talking about they should compete and be in the top 3 in the ACC. Number 1's Miami. They got a billionaire. Number 2's SMU. SMU's got more money out there than you can throw a stick at. They're the best at ever at NIL. They were the first ones to do it.
Yeah, they got canned for it.
Well, they were just the first ones to get caught doing it.
I think the others have been caught.
Well,
they're the first.
They were the first ones that got caught and kept doing it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
And didn't hide it.
Yeah, they didn't care.
That's right.
And number 3, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's got plenty of money. And number 4, they don't have much money, but they got a great coach. Is Louisville. Louisville comes at number 4. Number 5, Virginia. They do a good job. Coach does a good job at Virginia. Number 6, FSU. And number 7, I'm telling you right now, Franklin's got something to prove. He's brought a lot of players in there. Watch out. Virginia Tech's going to be one of the most improved teams in the ACC, in my opinion. I think he's a good coach. Number 8, very disappointing. They're this low, and I'm still a big-time believer of Dabo. I got some information on him. If I have time, I'll go with it today. If not, I'll get to it tomorrow. But Clemson's at number 8. Number 9's Pitt. Number 10 is Cal. Number 11, NC State. Number 12, Duke. 13, Syracuse. 14th, Boston College. 15th, Wake Forest. Stanford is 16th and 17th, dead last in the ACC. Bill Belichick in North Carolina. That ain't good. If you're North Carolina, that ain't good.
Yeah, that was Stanford. Stanford is actually on the last tier, number 5, with Boston College and UNC. Mm-hmm. I just skipped over them, but.
Well, let me ask you this: your top 4 teams, do you think they got that right? And nobody knows. The way things are set up now, we have no way to know. And hold your thoughts on that. Y'all can talk about that when I'm gone. We got to take a break right now. Talk about some of our great people. I got to get these people in here. Mexican food. We all love Mexican food. Pepper's Mexican Grill. Thank goodness we finally got one in Panama City Beach. Panama City Beach Parkway. The one over there in 70, was that 77? Is unbelievable. We all know about that. We finally got one in Panama City Beach. Today, all you military personnel, get out there. Tell me military personnel get 10% discount. Buy one, get one free. House margaritas, draft beer. But the Mexican food's incredible. Great place to have birthday parties. Pepper's Mexican Grill. Go check it out. Now, we had a guy call, and they said, we love have somebody come to my house and fix my boat. Who'd they call?
They call Jermaine, the Florida Maine. He comes to you to fix the boat. You don't got to find the dealer. You don't got to take your boat anywhere. You can save on the gas, and it'll get done nice and quick.
Call Jermaine, 850-851-4134. 850-851-4134. Call Jermaine Allen. He'll come to your house. He'll fix that boat, and you'll be glad he did. He is incredible. There's no doubt about that. Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. You talking about local? They've been in business since 1979. These electrical bikes, standard bikes, they got new and used, but electrical bikes are taking over the world. Go by and see Steve. You'll be glad you did. Tell him Coach sent you. TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. Kyle Vandergrift is incredible. The family's incredible. Wonderful people. They don't just do roofs. They do everything. They design it. They build it, commercial, residential. They can do it all. And, of course, Patrick's right here. You want that golf course to look like your yard? Or do you want your yard to look like a golf course? He can do both. Patrick, tell them how they get up with you.
Call us on our local number, 850-890-5820, or message us on Facebook at Turf Pro PC.
We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
While other radio stations are playing national contests with winners in Timbuktu, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has real local winners.
Hi, this is Dave Neat from Panama City Beach.
Bona fide and certified local.
Man, that's fantastic. Oh, my goodness.
Keep listening to Win on the Gulf Coast.
Hell yeah, let's do it. I just won $250 from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. For this afternoon and evening, a chance of thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 89 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour out of the west-southwest. Tonight, very light showers and mostly clear skies with lows around 82. Tomorrow, a variety of mostly sunshine, and a likelihood of thunderstorms and a temperature near 89. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, where the locals go for the best boiled seafood around. Crawfish, shrimp, red royals, and everything crabs. Watch almost every sporting event in the country on their huge outdoor jumbotron. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on weekly events, live music, and food and beer specials. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, your home away from home for sports, good times, and great food. The best boiled seafood. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Back to the gap at the wall. Out of here!
To get your boat running today without the dealership wait, it's Florida Main's Marine Service and Consulting. No more hauling the boat to the dealership. For a faster, smoother, and hassle-free boat service, they come to the dock or the driveway. Florida Main's Marine Service and Consulting. From Santa Rosa to Panama City to Apalachicola. Quick response to inquiries and competitive rates. Get your boat running today. Call Florida Main's Marine Service and Consulting. 850-851-4134. 850-851-4134.
Rebuilding here.
If you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Nick Saban can kiss my...
Uncompromising sports talk lives here. Now back to the J. Michaels studio. It's the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Go. Roll, baby, roll. Let's listen to that. Unbelievable. Beautiful. Yay, Alabama, Crimson Tide. Will we hear that much week 3 when FSU travels to Bryant-Denny?
I can tell you this. We stopped and ate, and the 2 places we ate in Tuscaloosa, I was wearing a black FSU shirt, and I probably got asked 20 times at each place, "Are you coming?" Asking me if I was coming. 'Cause it's like they're frothing at the mouth to just destroy Florida State.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State.
Now, here's a special note. So I wasn't able, because the show was not on the 26th. So I want to say happy anniversary to my wife. That was 27 years on the 26th. But I also want to congratulate Coach and Julie for 45 on the 27th.
I don't think we've ever had an argument.
Well, if you don't argue back,
Is
it's
it
not
lightning?
an argument.
I hope it's not lightning right now.
I'm looking
Coach,
at you like
Coach, if you don't argue back, there's no argument.
Oh, she's competitive and so
Well, no,
am
no.
I.
But if you don't argue back,
Yeah.
if you
You're
just
right.
agree, there's no argument.
You're right.
Well,
I just can't do it. I
Here's
just
the thing.
cannot
You want to
do
win
it.
an argument, or you want to be happy?
Yeah.
I had an old fellow when I first got married. He told me some of the best advice. He goes, when it gets heated like that, just leave. Come back a little bit later.
Or you just get, where are you going? Why are you leaving?
Well, I was taught an old saying that's an old saying. When they'd ask that, just say, "I'm going to see a man about a dog."
There you go. Yeah. So now you're calling me names. So
Yeah.
All right, Alabama Update is brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're there for you anytime, day or night. Locals taking care of locals. Stevenson Air Conditioning. Nobody's better. Go local. Go Jason. Go Stevenson Air Conditioning. He graduated from Mosley High School. The guy's the most honest guy I know. I love him. Stevenson Air Conditioning, we're grateful they came in and did an incredible job for us. They do the same thing for you. Stevenson Air Conditioning. All right, Alabama getting pumped up again. 2 weeks away from media days, SEC. That kind of cranks up the season. Everything gets going after that. So we're getting a little bit closer and closer to college football. Cannot wait. This is the SEC's. I think there's been. I can't remember. This was done by CBS Night. 2026 predictions, ranking the top 5 teams and the final conference standings. And here we go. This is what one publication thinks, and I can't remember who it was. This is going to be the top 5 teams in the SEC and the order they're going to finish. At number 5 will be the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama's they're going to go 9-3. They're going to lose the road game at Tennessee the 3rd Saturday in October, which is a big rival game, and that's not a good thing to do. He did that his first year, went up there and got spanked, and they think it's going to happen again. They're also going to go to the road and lose to the LSU Fighting Tigers in Lane Kiffin. And they will lose one home game, and that will be to Georgia at home in the big national televised game. So Alabama's going to go 9-3. They're going to finish 5th in the SEC, and they will not make the college football playoffs. Alabama, no playoffs. Number 4, out of the SEC, 4th place finish would be the Ole Miss Rebels. They, too, will go 9-3, but they will be the 11th seed, and they will make the college playoffs, not like Alabama. 9-3 Alabama, at number 5 stays home, number 4 ranked in the SEC. Ole Miss 9-3 make the playoffs. I didn't write down who they'll lose to, but I did for number 3rd place team. Number 3 team in the SEC, this in 2026, will be the LSU Fighting Tigers. LSU is going to go 10-2. They will make the playoffs in year 1 under Lane Kiffin. They're going to lose on the road in a game that these people cannot wait till he walks in there. The Ole Miss Rebels are waiting for Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin will lose his first time back to Oxford. He will also go back to Knoxville, Tennessee, where they don't like him at all. And guess what? He's going to lose to Tennessee Volunteers. So they're going to get upset by Tennessee. They're going to lose to Ole Miss. But they are going to make the college playoffs, and they're going to be – what seed were they? I didn't write down what seed they'll be. I should have, I didn't. But they made the playoffs. Now, here are your top 2 teams in the SEC in 2026, according to the experts. Number 2 will be the Georgia Bulldogs. With all the talent returning, they must figure they're going to get some injuries because they got 16 players coming back. At 11-2, the Georgia Bulldogs, they will lose to the Texas Longhorns for the SEC. They're going to lose the SEC championship game to Texas. They will go 11-2. They're going to be fifth in the seeding process in the playoffs. They're the number 5 team in the country. But the number one team in the SEC will be the Texas Longhorns. They will win the SEC championship, and they'll be the number 2 seed in college football. They will go 12-1. 12-1. And I didn't write down who they're going to lose to, but they'll be 12-1. So that's your top 5 teams in the SEC going into 2026. We don't even need to cover anything anymore. It's done, said, over.
There you go.
Number 5, Alabama at 9-3. Number 4, Ole Miss, 9-3. Number 3, LSU, 10-2. Number 2, the Georgia Bulldogs, 11-2, and the number 1 team in the SEC, the champions, the Texas Longhorns. Willis Sports. Here's what they got to say about the Alabama Crimson Tide 2026 record. Week 1, Bama at home plays East Carolina. Bama wins. They win. Tight game. Tight game. They win. Number 2, they go on the road to play the Kentucky Wildcats. Much improved Kentucky Wildcat team.
Closer than you think.
Bama goes on the road. They get a win. Week 3, revenge week. You wear a black shirt and with FSU on it and Tuscaloosa, they're going to ask you a lot of questions.
Yes, they will.
FSU rolls up in there. Game's pretty competitive. Real competitive. Who wins? Bama. Bama gets revenge. Bama beats FSU. Week 4, at home, South Carolina. Alabama wins. Week 5, Mississippi State. At Mississippi State. Bama pulls it off. They win. And then they come back home for the big one. Both schools are unranked. I'm sorry, both schools are undefeated. This game's a lot of hype. It's exciting. It's crazy. But Georgia pulls away in the second half. Kirby Smart goes into Bryant-Denny, gets a big-time win. Georgia beats Alabama. Week 7, Tennessee. Alabama goes to Tennessee. Guess what? These guys say Bama gets it done. Bama will beat Tennessee in Knoxville. The other group said they won't, but they got Alabama winning that game. Then they come back home, and I've already predicted it. I already said it's going to happen. They're going to lose homecoming 2 years in a row. They come back home after beating Tennessee. They got Texas A&M. A&M's quarterback's back. Their coach is outstanding. They're going to be good on defense. Texas A&M Aggies coming to Bryant-Denny, and they beat Alabama on homecoming. Alabama loses. The next week, Alabama has an open date. Then they head on down to Baton Rouge. They go down and play LSU, and guess what happens? Bama doesn't lose in Baton Rouge. Yes, they do. Alabama loses at LSU. People are not happy. People are upset. You already lost to Georgia. Now you lost to LSU. You lost homecoming at Texas A&M. Can they regroup? Can they bounce back? Week 10, a mighty, powerful football team rolls in there. The team that beat them when Alabama was ranked number 1 and beat them bad. Vandy comes into Bryant-Denny in a close one. Alabama wins. Then one of the most improved teams in all of college football, a team you're going to hear a lot about going forward. This team will going to give anybody in the country a tough game. This game we play at Bryant-Denny. We're talking about Chattanooga.
The Mocs.
It's going to be the Mocs. They are much improved. It's going to be a tough one. People didn't want to play them. Bama said, bring them on, we'll play them. Nobody else wanted them.
That's the day of the third-string players.
Yeah, Alabama wins, and then the big one. Last game of the season. Auburn rolls in there. Alabama right now has got 3 losses. This game is huge.
It could be their 4th.
Yeah, it could be very easily. This game we play prime time on ABC. Thanksgiving weekend, Auburn rolls in there, and it's a war. It is a battle, back and forth. That offense, Auburn, is rolling. It's not the old Auburn offense we've seen the last 5 years. It's pretty good. Auburn's defense is good. This is a tough game. DeBoer doesn't win this one, he could be fired on the spot. Who knows what's going to happen? But I do. Bama wins. At the last of the game, Bama kicks a field goal. Bama wins. Bama goes 9-3 according to Willis Sports. Alabama's final record, 9-3. Same as the other experts, but they just had the different teams beating them. But that's going to seems like that's where everybody's kind of leaning towards Alabama going 9-3. Even CBS, Alabama will go 9-3. So that's 3 different people thinking Bama 9-3. Record in the SEC 6-3. Here's what CBS says: Alabama win at East Carolina at home. They're going to win. They're going to beat Kentucky. They're going to beat FSU. They're going to beat South Carolina. They're going to beat Mississippi State. They're going to win their homecoming game against Texas A&M, and they're going to win at Vandy. They're going to beat Chattanooga. They're going to beat Auburn. But here's who they're going to lose to. 3 of the teams. At Alabama, you've got to beat Tennessee. You have got to beat Auburn. In the old days, it was LSU. You better beat LSU. That was the 3 teams. Then the fight song, they're all 3. Not the fight song, but Dixieland Delight, all 3 of those games, you better win. Well, going forward, it's going to be Mississippi State, not LSU, as permanent opponents. But here we go. Alabama's going to lose to Georgia at home. They're going to lose on the road to Tennessee, and they're going to lose at LSU. So, again, 9-3 is the record.
I think they win one of those games based on history and record. I think they will win at Bryant-Denny, as he has been undefeated at Bryant-Denny while coaching. But his road is only 2-4.
He lost to Oklahoma in homecoming.
Okay.
So he's got maybe 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think they're going to beat Georgia again?
Possibly, yes.
Okay. So are you telling me they're going to
Depends on who the quarterback is.
Are you saying they're going to be 10-2? 10-2 in the playoffs. 9-3,
No,
I'm not sure.
I still think 9-3.
Patrick, what are they going to go? I mean, James, what are they going to do? 9-3, 10-2, 8-4. What's Bama's record?
I mean, I can see it being a 9-3 looking at the schedule right now because there is going to be the tough run right there. Georgia, Tennessee, Texas A&M, LSU. That's a brutal four games in a row. They're going to end up dropping probably 2 of those, I think. So I'm more on the 9-3.
I still say Bama will lose 4 games in 2026. Now, I'm not saying regular season.
9-3, 8-4.
Glenn, what's Bama going to do? 8, 9, 10?
I think 9.
9-3.
Right.
Regular season, okay.
I think they're going to bring back some old players with the judge down there in Tuscaloosa.
So I hear you guys say 9-3 regular season. What you're really saying, they're going to lose 4 games again for 3 years in a row. That's what I'm hearing.
Depends on who they play in a bowl.
You think you're going to win the national championship?
No.
Oh, in a bowl game, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they'll go to still a bowl. It might not be the playoffs.
If they go to the bowl and go 10-3, he might be in better shape than getting the playoffs and finishing.
If they go 9-3, they're in the playoffs.
We shall see. I don't trust the committee.
Well, no, but a 9.
Because I don't think Ole Miss is going to be 9-3.
I know.
Okay.
And
I think they lose 4 or 5 games.
And a 9-3 SEC team usually gets in.
Well, I tell you what, a 9-3 team gets you around here. It'll get you a great meal at Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. I tell you what, they're incredible. Pat Perno, love that man. And I tell you what, a 9-3 team will get you right here, Stevenson Air Conditioning. Will he be happy? Will Jason be happy Bama going 9-3? Absolutely not. But they'll do a great job regardless. Ask Jason Kovaleski. Ask Dr. Chad Mitchell. The best Stevenson Air Conditioning. Not even close. Not even close. Dr. Ward's incredible. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. I've got it right now. They found it in both arms. I have to have surgery, and the guy I'm going to do it is the best, and that is Dr. Ward. Looking forward to talking to him Wednesday, asking about his trip up in D.C., watching all the fireworks shows, having a great time up there, seeing Jimmy Petronas, and I love Jimmy, by the way. Then the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. I love J. Michael's. The legendary man. The guy's great. You know what happened to that red truck he has? He has a gorgeous red truck. 3 a.m, somebody goes through there, boom, totals it. Totals it. They left their car, it was been stolen, and they leave. And I'm telling you, I don't care what insurance company you're with, they're not going to give them the money that truck's worth. Because his truck didn't have the way he takes care of his stuff is incredible. But get out to J. Mike. Why am I telling you this? I don't know. Get out to the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Have a great meal. You'll be glad you did. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN.
We don't know either.
Auburn Tigers. Be right back.
You've read the headlines. You've seen the highlights.
Highway robbery!
But how about the unfiltered truth?
Steroid era, you can like it, love it, hate it, whatever. It saved baseball.
Since 2017, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has been the undisputed leader for sports coverage on the Panhandle. If it matters in sports, it matters to us, and it matters to you. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. For this afternoon and evening, a chance of thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 89 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour out of the west-southwest. Tonight, very light showers and mostly clear skies with lows around 82. Tomorrow, a variety of mostly sunshine and a likelihood of thunderstorms and a temperature near 89. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory, or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
For everything in the world of golf, it's the Watson Report. Thursdays at 4:20 with Alan Watson from Golf Plus. ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio.
Whoa! Eagle! Hey, Martha, Kennedy, James, Jen. I will say that's a great fight song. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Hey! Tell you what, babe, we used to have great times. Coach Don was there. Bud Casey was coaching. Phil's. I've known Phil since 1980. We got tickets to any game we want to go to Auburn. We've had time. We had sideline passes. The Iron Bowl. First Iron Bowl played in Jordan-Hare. I didn't go. Phil did. Phil's on the sidelines right there. It was incredible.
Now, I'll tell you something really cool. If you want to go see something, you can take the grandkids. You have to research it. They do it twice a year at Auburn, where they open up the aviary, and you come in, you get to see the eagle and all the birds that they're working with, and they do some where they release them and fly them, and they show you some of the training. They do it twice a year. That's a research facility. But twice a year they do it, and it's a small donation. It's like $10 or $15 per person. But, man, is it cool.
I would like to see that.
And it's not a small facility. It's fairly it's a decent size, and it's on the backside of it where they do the little display. I mean, you watch them. They'll release some hawks, some eagles, different stuff like that. Those birds can just go. There's nothing. There's no nets, no nothing like that. It's open, so it's cool how they do it. And then when you see the eagle in the stadium when they release him, that's the same people training it and doing all that. And
this shows you treat them right, they always come back.
And being the 250 anniversary this 4th of July, Auburn has actually trained eagles to fly at national sports events, stuff like that. I'm trying to remember the name of. Because they name each eagle something different, but
they're taking Auburn Eagle different places doing this?
Correct.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not just Jordan-Hare where they do it. They've done it at the Super Bowl.
Well, I know they did the soccer match. Played at Auburn. Everybody
Right.
freaked out about that. They'd never seen that before. I mean, if you never seen Jim
That's
Bryant
one of the
went to
coolest
Auburn
things
game,
ever.
he goes, man, that's unbelievable.
It is when they turn it loose.
And how loud it gets when they. Ooh, they do
To
it
me,
right,
the coolest thing is, the eagle has its own mind, but with the training and everything they do, he doesn't come down until he is signaled.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like Glenn. He didn't come down
until they throw me out.
Hey, let me ask you this, though. Can you get a better meal anywhere than Beef Over Braised in Lynn Haven?
No,
absolutely
it's
not.
fantastic.
TV's everywhere. Great customer service. Pat Perrin, City Commissioner of Lynn Haven, does an incredible job. But his restaurant, even better. I mean, if anything can be better, Beef Over Braised is unbelievable.
Now, you need to go there in 54 days.
What's going on in 54 days?
Oh, my God, you don't know?
I don't know.
Do you know what's going on in 54 days?
I do. I'm not going to tell him, though.
Being the host that he is, I can't believe he doesn't know 54 days. What that
college football?
It's the kickoff.
I thought you were
You can go down there and not miss any game.
Oh, okay. I got you. I thought something with Pat was going on 54 years.
Well, yeah, he's going to open the restaurant. He's going to turn on all the TVs, and you can go celebrate.
He's going to cook meals.
College football.
Have all those wings. Yeah, good thing about Beef Race Lynn Haven too. If you got a party, you don't have just call Pat. And say, Pat, look, I need X amount of wings. I need this. I need that. They'll be waiting for you. They do that. They do a great job. They are really good people. I love them. Like as Patrick said, plenty of places to park. TVs everywhere. But it's the way they treat you. The food's great, but the way they treat you. You never have a bad day at Beef Raised in Lynn Haven. All right, I want to get into this, and I disagree with this completely. This was by the Big 12 Sports Talk. Big 12 Sports Talk. What do they know? What do they know? Big 12. Anything. Nothing. They came up with a list. They ranked the loudest stadiums. Not the prettiest, not a combination of all these different things, but just the loudest. And here we go. I'm going to go to the top 10, and then I'm going to start complaining. Then I've got all the SEC and some of the schools that we talk about where they're ranked. At number 1, loudest stadium in the country, I agree with LSU. Okay, I think everybody knows that. At number 2, now I've heard about it. I've never been there. I heard it's a gorgeous stadium. At number 2 is Texas A&M. At number 3, loudest stadium in the country, and I heard at nighttime it really is something special. That's the Tennessee Neyland Stadium is at number 3. Number 4, I've never been there, but I did hear it's loud. I've heard good things about it. Washington is at number 4. At number 5, I've heard different things. I heard it can be like Bryant-Denny. Big games, it can be loud, but if it's not a big game, it's just kind of they're used to winning. It's just kind of not that loud. We're talking about Ohio State's at number 5. At number 6, Oregon. I have no idea. I've heard it's loud, but it's a small stadium. Oregon.
They designed that one for acoustics, though.
Yeah. But still, 60,000, whatever it is it's kind of hard to believe it'd be louder than the Florida Gators. That's just me.
Right.
Number 7, Georgia. Number 8, and when I saw this one, I said, there's no way. At number 8, and notice you've not heard Auburn, you've not heard Alabama, you've not heard Florida, you hadn't heard Florida State. At number 8, Utah. I question that one. Number 9, Bryant-Denny. And number 10, Penn State. I know when they got a whiteout, that place is loud.
Penn State. But
Penn State at number 10. Okay. Where's Auburn? Auburn Tiger Stadium. If you've been there like you have, like I have, like you have, it's loud. Your ears hurt. You can't hear yourself think. It's loud. For them to be ranked 14th in the nation, there's no way. Out of the top 10, you had 5 from the SEC, but no Auburn Tigers. You had Oregon over them, Ohio State, Utah. There's no way it's louder in Utah than in Auburn, Alabama. There's no way. At number 15, I want to go through this whole list. We'll come back and discuss this. At number 15th in the nation, Clemson. I've never been there. I have no idea. But it seems like it's loud. Have you been to a game? FSU?
No, I have not been there. But you see it on TV and it sounds really loud. But
okay.
Yeah.
I've been to Knoxville. It's loud.
Yeah.
The stadium's built interesting because it's right on top of the field.
It is, and it moves up there at the top too.
Number 17 is Oklahoma. That's a pretty loud stadium. Number 18 is Michigan. It's the biggest stadium in college football, and they're ranked 18th. It's down the hole. Number 20, there's no way Auburn's 14th, and there's no way the Swamp is 20th.
No,
there's no way.
No.
They got Florida 20. FSU, when they're good and they got that chomp going, you can't. You get if as a team. I remember back when we played in there, it was a little bitty stadium, but still you get on your nerves. FSU 21.
No,
I think they should be.
You got to move Florida and FSU down to the.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. They got to be better than that. At number 22, these are SEC school. South Carolina. I have no idea. No, I do. I take it back. Jeremy Hester said, Coach, we went to Nebraska, one of these different places. I'm telling you, they played the SEC schools. He said, South Carolina fans are crazy. He said, it's loud. It's real loud. So South Carolina probably should be higher. 23, I have no idea. Notre Dame. You been to a game there?
No.
Anybody know anything about Notre Dame?
No.
To me, it's probably like Alabama probably like Ohio State used to winning. Big games probably crazy.
It's loud, but I would say it probably is not just by the aesthetics of the stadium, the way it's laid out. Sound travels and it goes upward. It doesn't have a place to reflect.
Yeah, they don't even have the upper deck, I don't think.
No.
Yeah. All right, number 25. It's small, but it is loud. I'm telling you. Ole Miss is at number 25.
In there.
No, you think it should be higher? I mean, or down?
It's
only holds 60,000. I think.
I'll say this, and they really don't play there anymore. Arkansas, when they played in Little Rock,
I played there,
was extremely loud and much louder than it was in Oxford.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got tore my knee up in Little Rock, Arkansas. Mississippi State is at 30th. Their cowbells drive you nuts.
That's just annoying. That's not loud.
Yeah. But listen to this.
I mean, it's loud, but it's more on the annoying side than.
This is the one that got my attention. We know Texas A&M came in second, right? Listen to this. At 31 in the nation, Texas Longhorns. They got over 100,000 people. 31th in the nation.
I think they're louder.
You can't tell me Utah's louder than Austin, Texas. That would blow my mind.
Some of those ones up at the top, with the new talking in the helmets and some other stuff, I've never seen on the field the guys cover their ears and then go like this because they can't hear still. I have seen it at most of the LSU, Auburn, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, where they're covering their ears and they're looking, trying to hear, and then they're putting their hands up going, I can't hear you, and they're having to do hand signals.
Right.
Never seen that at Utah.
Yeah, I'm with
or
you.
Oregon.
I can't believe Texas is 31st. I'm sorry. Missouri came in 33rd. Kentucky, yeah, I can see. James, what do you think? Kentucky's 40th?
It's about right.
It's a basketball school. Come on.
Rupp Arena is incredibly loud, but when you go to Kroger Field, it's more of a picnic atmosphere.
Let me ask you all this one, and I think they probably should be worse than this. I hope John's not listening. Miami came in at 60th, and I'm telling you, go look at their schedule, and you look over the course of the season. Sometimes there are not many people there at all.
Well, yeah.
I don't think they should be 60th.
It's so hard.
Now,
to
in a big game, FSU,
they'll be. Yeah, it's crowded then.
But half the stadium's FSU.
Yeah, but the thing is, the better in playing in the old Orange Bowl, though. Gosh, that was a.
Oh yeah, much better.
But
it was closer to campus.
I gave this though. It was so. Oh, you say it's better? Yeah, the Orange
It's a better
Bowl,
place to play. The old Orange Bowl.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
If they ever built a stadium closer to the campus, which is almost impossible because of the land, it would be a better place and it would be louder and you'd have more fans.
Yeah, it's out in the middle of nowhere, and you know.
It's just amazing. You go through everybody. The things we're talking about. Everybody has their Athlon magazine, CBS, ESPN, Fox. And then you got sports talk. You got all these different opinions on all these different things. But the one that blew my mind more than any of them was Utah. I've heard Oregon can be loud. I have never heard anybody say, "Man, Oregon's loud." I mean, Utah's loud. Never.
It only the Utah Stadium, just looked it up, holds 50,000.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, take them out. I'm sorry, we're going to kick them out.
Maybe that goes off the mountains up there. Right?
Who knows? All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Before Brady's Lindhaven, get out there and have a great time. You will. The food's incredible. John's Pat Perno, City Commissioner over there, is incredible. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. David Adams, Designer Jewelry, Patrick, Russ, Amber, they'll work with you. They do a great job. You got some jewelry like you guys both talked about. You taking it to get fixed. They don't send it off for 6 weeks to 8 weeks. They fix it in-house. They do an incredible job. If you're going to buy any kind of jewelry and you don't want to take every penny in your pocket, you better go see Russ, Amber, and Patrick. They deal with you. They buy jewelry. They buy gold, silver. They do it all, man. They truly are great people. Go visit with them. Go check it out yourself. You'll be glad you did. 1 in 5 developed skin cancer. Dr. Ward, get them check you out. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, and we'll be right back. I won't. They will. I got to go to the doctors. We're out. 104.3 ESPN.
No, we're not out. You're out.
I'm out. We're right back.
The new app from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is designed specifically for sports fanatics like you. The The sports content you demand is always on. Live stream our national and local sports talk anywhere you go. Reach us on all social media. You can also be a part of the show. Call and text into our studios. Plus, up-to-the-minute weather and traffic maps. The new app from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is available at the Apple Store and Google Play.
Take the hassle out of pool ownership with Tropical Spas and Pools. Their weekly pool cleaning service covers it all. Water testing, chemicals, brushing, vacuuming, and a full equipment checkup, so you can just relax and enjoy. Ready to upgrade your backyard? They specialize in hot tub spas from entry-level to executive models, starting at $6,599. Plus, above-ground pools like an 18-foot round starting at just $4,295. Visit Tropical Spas and Pools, 3612 West 23rd Street in Panama City.
This is Patrick with Turf Pro Pest Control. Do you want a great-looking lawn? Call Turf Pro. We will come out to your property and make a customized plan for your lawn. Then we will do the most important part, execute that plan. Turf Pro is a locally owned and operated company. We take pride in making your lawn beautiful. Call Turf Pro. You will love your lawn. The blue and yellow trucks make your lawn green. Find us on Facebook at Turf Pro PC.
For thousands of years, men have been trying to learn to turn lead into gold. We haven't solved that problem at Coin and Bullion Reserves yet. However, we have figured out how you can turn all that old gold jewelry that you no longer wear that's just lying around in your jewelry box into instant cash. And folks, what kind of idiot would send their gold off in the mail to strangers? No one in the country will pay you more for your scrap gold than we will here at Coin and Bullion Reserves. And you can take that to the bank.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
He's the sexiest man on the planet.
Live and local from the J. Michaels Studio on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
And we are back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Yes, it's a strange voice. Coach Hale has left the building just like Elvis. So
You were too nice. I was going to say the fearless leader that nobody feared.
There you go. So, but yeah, the lion in Wizard of Oz.
I'm tough, guys. I'm tough.
Yeah, I know it. So, but yeah, we talk about the loudest stadiums. Though, what I think the U at Ohio State's pretty loud too. The horseshoe.
Well, it was up there near the top.
But I guess it's regionalized wherever those guys are riding from too. So.
Well, yeah, it was the Big 12 riders, so you're going to have a little bit of bias.
And some of those Big 12 riders have probably never been in some of those stadiums.
Yeah, but they've been in that Utah stadium, so it's loud.
There you go.
Yes.
As compared to a high school, if you're in Georgia or Florida, Florida or Texas, those are pretty loud too.
Oh, there's high schools in Texas that have stadiums that can, put some of these college stadiums to absolute shame.
Oh, there's one in Georgia that was, I think it's Roswell or Buford. That's like a $60 million stadium.
Yep.
The coolest thing, the one I'm talking about, that may be it. They have a artificial turf mini field in the end zone for the kids to play football while the high school football game is going on.
Love it.
And they have somebody out there that actually regulates the age. So if you're in high school, you can't go down there and play on the football field with all the little kids. It's all little kids playing.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
I mean, it's pretty cool when
it is,
you think of somebody designed that
and they have
for the high school atmosphere. And they got some 15,000 seat stadium or something like that.
Yeah, they have their own standalone facility plus indoor practice field.
Well, anybody that lives here or anywhere else that hasn't been to a high school football game, get out, go to a high school football game. While you're watching the game, look over to the sidelines somewhere, just scan the whole area, and you're going to see a pickup football game with a lot of 6 to 12, 13-year-olds.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
So for them to have their own line field with numbers and everything in an end zone, to me is just absolutely ingenious.
It is. I know one time when we were playing, this kid came over to me on the sideline and said, "Would you tell your son to bring the football back? We can't catch him." So he's there playing. He took off. So I was like, "Well, I'm kind of busy right now, but we can get.
Take my ball and go home.
That's right. So, but anyway, talked about football practice. That everybody's doing their summer thing, but football practice starts in about 3 weeks. So it really gets started for high school. So it's the last of last of July, and then it starts. It really starts. So I think the 14th, of August, everybody plays a classic or they have a jamboree at their place, and then the next week it starts. So, it's getting close too. So I can't wait to see what goes on. But
yeah, I think school starts back somewhere around August 10th, 12th, 14th, something like that.
Remember when you used to start
after Labor Day?
Yeah. And you got out in June, and then you didn't come back to the 1st of September. So, but now. And I remember those days. We didn't, when I was in high school, we didn't have like 2 or 3 days. We went to camp. You packed up the bus.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or at least a week.
And the only ones that didn't want to be there were the coaches, the assistant coaches. The head coach, he loved it.
Well, there was a lot of players that wanted to go, and then after about 2 days, they wanted to go home.
No, but you can't get home without call your parents to come pick you up. So, yeah. That's what my dad said. If you're going, you're staying. So it wasn't anything like the military, but it made the military a lot easier playing high school football as far as all the physical stuff you have to do. So anyway, but I'm really looking forward to when's it. I'm kind of looking forward. Does America? I don't even know anymore. Are they still playing?
That'll be tonight. The U.S. will take on Belgium tonight. That game will kick off at 6 or 7. Seven.
Tell me the thing about the Norway with the row thing. What is
the Viking row? After the win for Norway, or even when they don't get a win, they got a nice big old drum out there. All the players sit down, about 4 in a row, as deep as they can, and then they get the captain comes up and he takes the hammer. Pound, pound, and they all and give the row motion, and the crowd does it with them. All the Norwegian fans and all their red does it with them. It's a pretty good one to do, man. I like what they're doing. It's fun to watch, Always interesting when the players and the fans can do something together in a celebration, especially when they're taking up almost a quarter of the stadium, and like you see the stadium just moving together.
Yeah, that was just, I knew it was going to be the Viking thing, but how that caught on. Is that something they just started this year? Do you know if they did?
They've been doing it for a little bit, so it's nothing really new. They were doing the clap, like you see the Vikings in Minnesota. You see them coming out and they do the clap all together. Right. They were doing something similar to that, and then about a year or two ago, they started, with the row to just do something new, do something different.
Did they start doing it as they got better?
Yeah, once that Howland got there and they really started to, look great, they came up with a better celebration, as they should have.
We got to do something that is better.
Get everybody involved. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, talk a little bit about Florida State, though, Patrick. You have a little more insight on what they're doing. We talked about them keeping up with the money for everybody, but, we talked about they built the indoor facility as far as they've had that, but they worked on the standalone facility, and then they redid the field, and so that's got to be a lot of money going forward that they have to cover.
Yeah, they've got a big debt service. A lot of schools do, but that's why a lot of these colleges, not just Florida State, but they're really starting to do extracurricular events at their facility to generate revenue. I think what I heard when they had Florida State had the banana ball thing, it was like $3 to $5 million the university made hosting that event, and then the banana people still made their money.
Right.
The rodeo ones, I'm a little curious at how much they made, because there was a rodeo and concert. They had to destroy the field.
Right.
So then you got to put in a new field. So is that part of the expense, or there's questions that you get when you host certain types of events. Is it really worth it to hold that event? Did you make enough money?
Well, it's better than it sitting alone.
Now, as far as replacing a field, don't get worried out there that, we had a rodeo, our field's not going to be ready. It doesn't take that long. I mean, if you look, they can put a field in less than a week and be ready to play 7 days later.
I would assume for a rodeo, though, that they would probably put a rubber matting down on the grass or turf, whatever's
That would
there.
kill it.
And then they're going to stack on,
No,
all
that-
that dirt and all that weight. So you're going to have to do something after that.
No, that if you put some type of mat down or something like that, it's going to kill what's underneath there. Once you start putting the dirt or any of that on the surface, you can watch when they have the monster truck events at some of these stadiums, especially the outdoor stadiums. They bring in just gobloads of dirt with big mounds, and motocross does the same thing. And then they remove all that dirt, and then they have to put a new field in because you got to regrade it, re-level it, do all that. Now, you may put something down to help protect some of the irrigation out there.
Yeah, because, in a lot of these fields now, especially the further up north you get, they have heat coils in the grass and everything now, too, to keep, the fields looking pristine and beautiful during big snowstorms, which makes me sad because I love, seeing those snow games was great.
There's actually heating and cooling systems you can put underneath turf.
Oh, yeah.
So you can cool it and cool the roots. A lot of golf courses do that. The Robert Trent Jones on the Alabama Trail did that to a couple of their greens where they had bent grass greens. They put cooling systems in there to keep the bent grass alive. I think now most of the courses on the Robert Trent Jones Trail have gone back to a Bermuda because it's just easier in Alabama. So there's technology out there that does stuff where you can cool a surface below the surface.
Yeah, and it's just crazy to me, what they can do nowadays. You can look at, what is it, Arizona, where they just roll the whole field out.
Yep.
And then they'll roll it back in for game day. That to me is just crazy.
Interesting enough, a lot of your indoor stadiums, especially in the NFL, those fields are on, the easiest way to explain it to the common people is they're basically on like a pallet, and they're pieced, and they can roll that in there, set it down, and it's got its own organic material, dirt in there. It's living in this square, and they just place them together, and they lock together, and you can't really tell the difference because there's no seams.
Yeah.
It doesn't slip. It doesn't slide.
It's just crazy now, and even with being indoors and having actual grass inside, there's no sunshine, there's no rain. How are we growing grass here?
Now you got technology with some of the lights where they actually create UV light that helps the photosynthesis and all that technical, nerdy stuff that.
Okay, if you thought you never needed science while you're growing up, this is why you need it.
But it's so cool to me when you start watching indoor football games and it's not on an AstroTurf. It's on a natural surface with real grass.
When we get back and after this break, I want to talk to you about playing in Bonifay after the rodeo. That's exciting. If you've never had that little opportunity. So.
Now, when we're talking about Florida State, one of the funniest things that I can remember was Notre Dame one year grew their grass taller, and the theory was it was going to make the Florida State players slower. And I'm like, well, doesn't it make your players slower too? It's kind of
but we practiced on it. No, we practiced on it. We were ready to be slower.
We'll talk about some of our sponsors. Max Fit Sports Nutrition, one in Pier Park right there next to Dick's, and also in Coronado Village. You want to be sure you go by and see Jason. They can take care of anybody. And whether you want to lose weight, whether you're an athlete, whether you want to get in shape, just make sure that you go by and see them because they know all about that stuff. And I know several of the high schools here are working with them, making their kids stronger and faster. Patrick, tell us real quick about what's happening with you.
The sod webinar season is about to hit us here at the end of this July month. Right now is a good time to put fertilizer, weed control. If you're seeing fire ants, you can give us a call. Mosquito control and rodent control. You can call us on our local number at 850-890-5820 or look us up on Facebook at Turf Pro PC.
All right, we'll be right back with the last segment. You may be hoping this is the last segment, but we'll thank you. 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
Who's the employee here? Is it the football player?
Yeah.
Is this a free country?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You see the pattern here? You think the fans should be running this? Because that's what Saban thinks. He thinks it's the fans that are driving the sport. These are employees now, Paul. They're all getting paid. This is a free country.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. For this afternoon and evening, a chance of thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 89 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour out of the west-southwest. Tonight, very light showers and mostly clear skies with lows around 82. Tomorrow, a variety of mostly sunshine and a likelihood of thunderstorms and a temperature near 89. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs, with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5, and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food, on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update. Presented by Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Get clean car happy at any of the 250-plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
Braves drop Game 3 to the Mets. I'm Barrett Salee, and this is your Braves Radio Network morning update.
Tidal Wave Auto Spa is the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves and your go-to car wash destination all season long. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com to find a location nearest you.
Braves made it close down the stretch. The Mets put up 5 in the ninth. The Braves put up 6 in the ninth, but they can't get the job done. They fall 10-9 despite the winning run, getting left at second base in what was a wild afternoon at Truist Park that included a 1 hour and 45-minute rain delay to start things off. Martin Perez got the start. He got the loss. He is down to 6-6 on the season. He went 4 1/3, gave up 4 earned runs in the effort. Game 4, the Braves will look to win the series coming up this evening. You'll get Ronaldo Lopez on the mound. He's 4-1 with a 3.31 ERA on the season. This will be his 3rd start since coming back from the bullpen. Freddie Peralta for the Mets. He's 5-7 with a 4.81 ERA. For leadoff show coming at 6:05 Central, and first pitch between the Braves and the Mets, 7:15 across the street at Truist Park, and you can hear all of it on the Braves Radio Network.
He doesn't always go the extra mile. But when he does, it's because he missed the exit. It's the Coach James Hale Show. Live and local inside the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And we are back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, Coach James Hale Show, minus Coach James Hale.
With Mr. Glenn Manley.
There we go. And Patrick, how's your last name, Mr.?
Garner.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was Garnish. I'm sorry I lost it. And James, what do you got? What are you wearing today?
I got my Cubby Blue on today.
All right, all right. My dad used to love the Cubs, even though we lived in Nashville. Of course, we didn't have my grandmother a long time ago lived in rural Alabama, was St. Louis Cardinals. So,
back when I was growing up, as far as baseball went, there was really only 3 teams you were a fan of. That was the Yankees, the Cubs, or the Braves. The Yankees because everybody knew them, and the Cubs and the Braves is because they were on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, and
TBS and TNT, I think it was.
Yeah, WGN.
Like
WGN, who owned the Cubs forever and ever and ever. You know, they put the games on in the afternoon. So it was great because you had the Cubs games in the afternoon because, well, face it, they didn't even have lights in that place until 1988. And then you got the Braves games in the evening. Man, the 90s were great.
Now,
And when they went to, we're going to show you everybody, and you have to pay. If you had Turner Network, you could just watch them anyway. So
I always laugh because I would watch the Cubs play, and Harry Carey singing the seventh inning stretch, and all of that was one of my favorite things. And then as I got older, I watched the movie Bull Durham, and Bob Uecker sitting in there calling stuff, and I'm watching him in that movie, if you remember, and he's got an adult beverage as he's calling the game. And then I got to thinking, I was like, I wonder how many of those Harry Carey had getting ready for this seventh inning.
Oh, man, there was that one game in the 70s. Harry Carey did the game from the right field bleachers with all the crazy fans, and when the fans took all their shirts off, Harry did too.
Well, that's what you had to do back then. I mean, we need more of that today. Characters like him.
Yeah, remember Dizzy Dean and Pee Reese?
Dizzy Dean. Dizzy probably gave us the most out of anybody that called baseball games, because there are so many people now from what Dizzy did that is so copied that it is just crazy. Like, if you get a chance to go to the Baseball Hall of Fame, you can listen to all these dudes through time, and it's just great.
Go, go, go for Falstaff. I remember all those, and he, all right, partner, here comes his. But we're telling our age now, but James goes back to the museum. I can still remember it as a kid. But, I tell you what's going on now. It's real. Everything's going on. We got the USSSA fast pitch coming in today, and I was hoping the rain, praying for rain not to be there. So I hope they get started and get things going on. So if you want to go see some great youth softball, it's a fantastic place to go and all that. So that's your future softball players.
And this is going to be on the beach side, right?
Yeah, beach side, yes. And so I guess at both parks. So, yeah. But that's some great stuff to watch, and brings all those people in here that like to see. And, when we were talking about the other day, I saw where somebody from, I think it was from Germany or one of the soccer places over there in Europe said, when we read the news, America's a terrible place. But when you get here, and you see all the people and how they treat you and everything, and all the stores and all the grocery stores and everything, it's a wonderful place.
Well, I mean, if it bleeds, it leads, right? So, I mean, that's just media everywhere. Nice news doesn't sell tickets.
That's true. So that's kind of how our buddy Paul got his start over in Birmingham maybe in Montgomery with the, television, where the shock jock or whatever he was. So, but I like what's fixing to happen with high school football, because that's really right now still the truest players. They're playing for what's on the uniform, not what's on the back.
Hey, I love this year that in the high school football here locally, that Mosley and Bay are going to play at the end of the year and not the first of the year.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
That's the way the rivals should be, especially in high school. Play your rival at the end of the year. Your biggest rival?
Used to be.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it used to be Bay and Rutherford, because Bay was this first school for over 25, almost 50 years, the only one here. So then Rutherford was built in 63, and then that became a little thing, and we always played at the end of the year until they put us in the same district. Then we had to change it to the 9th game of the year, and then you played, because they had to figure out where you were going to go into playoffs. And I think Mosley 75, 73 or 75, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, and then in 2000 they built Arnold. They started out with building Bozeman. It was K through 8, and then it moved to high school. And then we had the charter schools coming. But really, if you really want to know about high school football and high school championships, you got to go back to Rosenwald, when it was Bay High and Rosenwald were the only two big schools here before integration. And I tell you what,
that was before I was even a thought.
Let me tell you, that was a big. I'm gonna tell you what, those are two big schools. And I'm gonna tell you what, if you ever go into Rosenwald, just go in the main office now. All those, you can go back and see all those championship pictures and things. And I had the joy of going back there a week before last, before we started out, just looking at stuff. Leon Miller was a big friend of mine. I really, he had it. he had the history down. And there's some others around here I don't know as well, but Leon I knew quite well because he, especially at the college, but he also coached and played at Rosenwald. And then he was a good umpire, and I umpired with him, and he was a great guy. Always had some stories about what was going on, and I really appreciate him and the things he done. I think me and the mayor tried to get some plaques put up for the old stadiums where they played baseball, and actually, they passed the hat to pay for the teams to play and come down here. So, what a great thing that was, and I wish next time during the History Month we kind of bring some more of that out. It's fantastic. The history, you can't be ashamed of your history. You have to live it because you don't want to make the same mistake twice.
Exactly.
So, regardless of whether it's good and bad, it's still part of your history, and so you have to go through that. So, being a former history teacher, I kind of like those things, and I would always fascinate. We would always ask Leon stories and things he could tell, and it was fantastic. So, if you get a chance to run by and just look at the stuff in there, it's fantastic. And I know there's a lot of people out here that lived it, and so congratulations to you for what you did to create what part of Panama City, has some nostalgia there that needs to be recognized. So if you're out there, thank them. So I thank everybody that had something to do with it. So, and if you go over the old Little League Park that's not there anymore, over there, right there off of 390 in Airport, man, that was a fantastic place. A lot of great athletes played baseball, came through there, and they played up in Williamsport. And I think Bill Shields and a couple other guys that I knew were the coaches there. So congratulations to them. A lot of baseball history here, not always just football and basketball. So, that's some track people. So we will be back tomorrow. We got 2 minutes here. So I tell you what, get out to see all of our sponsors. Peppers, 2 great places now. One right there on Back Beach Road. So it was in the old Fridays building, but they remodeled it. Looks great. Today's military Appreciation Day, 10% off. The other one is on 77 across from the old mall. And so maybe they ought to put a little not amusement park, but they put a sports park there where you could have people coming in and just be in Panama City also to share some of the things that go on at the beach. That would be great. Also, we want to thank, all the people that really sponsor. I think Jay Michaels, I can just name them all off, not real fast, but I really appreciate you guys listening to us today, listening to the Sports Blitz this afternoon, and getting down to the Roadhouse, Oyster Bar and Grill, or whatever, however you call that. I can't remember that. And been out to see Mr. Maine to come out and fix your boat. You can't help that. And I tell you what, I see a lot of them sitting in the driveway. So if you got something wrong, make sure you contact him. So, and
what's that number again?
What is that number? Mr. Maine's number?
I can go look it up real quick, but I don't got it on the top of my head.
Well, I tell you what, you can Google it out there.
Exactly.
So anyway, listen, Coach Hale will be back tomorrow. If the wind's not blowing too hard, he'll be back. So the Ohio State boys will be here. And we'll be back tomorrow. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We are out.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, this is Richard
and Connie from Fountain.
Real local winners.
And we just won a $25